Griffin.
What do I think of the internet?
Yeah.
I think the internet's very corrupt, and there's a lot of garbage on the internet. I think that there should be another internet or information highway developed, which is educational, the way it originally started. It's progressed into a corrupt form of information.
The internet, there was a famous movie called Shane. And in the movie, the guy is talking to a little boy. And the little boy says, guns are bad. And the star of the movie, Alan Ladd, says to the kid, a gun is a tool. It's as good or as bad as the man who uses it.
For me, it's like a big, big library, because that's how I use the internet. Whenever I need information, I go to the internet. I know it comes from Stanford, da-da-da-da-da. There's a little big area where all the big, big computers are stationed, and then they pass on the... It's kind of like telephone lines, because it goes along the telephone lines, right? And so what they do is they bump off the information. It goes from one telephone site to the other, because it goes along cables, right? So what they do is they bump it from one to the other, and if there isn't one that isn't close by, it goes to the next one. I don't know. That's my understanding of what the internet is.
Over the internet, and again, the internet is not something that you just dump something on. It's not a big truck. It's a series of tubes. And if you don't understand, those tubes can be filled, and if they're filled, when you put your message in, it gets in line, it's going to be delayed by anyone that puts into that tube enormous amounts of material.
Hey, Jake! Do you use the internet? And if so, what for?
I use the internet, yes. I use it for homework and for when I'm bored.
I do to talk to friends on Facebook and to do homework and cheat on homework. And whatever else.
I use the internet for MSN, Facebook, and no other things at all whatsoever. Never touch internet.
Pornography.
Okay. How much time do you spend on computer a day?
A day? One period I'm in computer class, so about an hour and 15 minutes, that's all I spend on the computer a day. Like 2 hours? I don't know, it's different every day.
24 hours.
What's this? Probably like an hour or two.
0. 1 to 2 hours a day?
2 hours.
At least 2 hours, probably 3.
Weirdo. 4 hours. Half an hour. An hour or so.
The ancient Greeks said everything in moderation. And when they said that, they were talking about food, drink, exercise, anything. Socialization or lack thereof. And most people who don't understand the internet are afraid that people are not socializing, students especially, enough because they spend a lot of time on it. When in fact, you can do a tremendous amount of socializing on the internet. You can do a lot on the internet. The only thing you really can't do on the internet is exercise. So as long as you are getting what you need to stay healthy, then the amount of time you spend on the internet should just be within what one might call good judgment. What's that? Like the ancient Greeks said, everything in moderation.